Brian?
Got to take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Murray. They get back on track.
Really good contest from Suggs right there. Nice job distracting the shooter.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now here's Anthony. No points yet. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Kept moving and found an opening, staying active. Anthony grinding for that bucket in tight.
Here's Levine for 3. And another Sacramento 3.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Suggs. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That'll belong to Domantas Sabonis. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Magic.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Here's Levine for 3. Orlando leading by 4. It's Anthony on the take. It's deflected. DeRozan right side. Here's Levine for 3. Sinks it from distance. Levine's got 9 points.
Hey, he's one of the guys you don't want to give space to. Levine can do a lot of damage from deep.
Pass to Banchero. Back to Suggs. Banchero outside. Wagner for 3. The rebound by Murray. Outside Levine. Here's Ellis. He's covered by Suggs. For 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Magic out in front. They're up by 1. And we'll get... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Here's De Silva. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Outside Levine. Over Harris. Levine can't hit.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Well, Grant, the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, B.A. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Isaac for 3. Rebound by the Kings. Outside Murray. Back to Levine. Pass to Murray. The 3 is up. Bottom. Free ball from Keegan.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
The shot from the low post is good. And it's Cole Anthony with a foul. That's his first foul of the game. And Sacramento making a change here. And so here's Sacramento. Outside Levine. They set the pick. From the arc. De Silva with a rebound. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Can't connect from short range. behind the arc. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Savvy move to pull up from three-point range on the break there. When you can shoot it like he can, if you've got it, take it.
Pass to De Silva. Intercepted. Now the Kings in transition. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's LaRavia. Here's Ellis. He's scoreless. Murray, no good. Harris with it. Pass to Anthony. The three ball. The rebound by Murray.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Valanciunas sets a screen. Here's Levine for three. Making his mark again. He's shooting 4 for 9 in this one. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Substituting on the court.
A minute 58 left in the first half.
Who's watching it?
Suggs outside. Back to Banchero. That one is off.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Pass to Lyles. Here's LaRavia. And here's Monk. He's guarded by Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Counted. And it's an 8-point Kings lead.
We know he can shoot deep, but he also has a nice touch inside, so Monk has a lot of confidence wherever he's shooting the ball from.
Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running.
Enjoying watching Monk handle the rock now. He has the ability to glide through the defense and does a nice job creating for himself. That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Anthony. Puts up a deep 3. Valanciunas with a rebound. Back come the Kings in transition. Up for 3. And he recovers it. Now here's Valanciunas. Here's Ellis. Hits the trifecta.